$450,000 for OFFROAD Animal because they basically some designs from Ironman. Hey g'day guys, Steve from Australian 4x4 Adventures, and this is going to be a completely different episode to what I'd normally do. It's actually going to be the first of a series that I'm planning on doing, so it's more of a editorial slash sort of not a montage, what would the word be? A monologue. Basically me talking to you guys about certain things, certain subjects that come up as time goes by, whether it be this current one, which is a doozy, or it might be difficult questions, or it might be certain things that are coming up in the industry. This is all going to be four-wheel drive camping related. It's not going to go off into Donald Trump stuff or whatever else that a lot of other people like to talk about. This is going to be specific to four-wheel drive camping related topics. So, getting into it. So all of this came about. I'm going to read the press release that came from, where's this from? Good Auto News Premium is where I found all this from. So I'm just going to read the press release for you. The federal court has ordered, by consent of off-road accessories manufacturer, a former employee and some of its personnel, to pay a total of $450,000 in cost and damages after the court found it had illegally possessed the artistic and confidential works belonging to a competitor, Ironman 4x4. A Victorian-based Off-Road Animal has agreed to court orders to erase any of its 53 literary and artistic works in its possession, and also to destroy and or return to Ironman any hard copies. The court agreement further banned Off-Road Animal from in any way using Ironman 4x4's artistic works or from displaying Ironman 4x4 artistic work to the public. The court action was taken against Off-Road Animal after it was revealed that a former Ironman 4x4 employee took confidential product artistic work and scan data relating to the next-gen Ford Ranger and Toyota Land Cruiser 300 series. In a press release about the court settlement, Ironman 4x4 said, the misconduct was discovered when a former Ironman 4x4 employee returned a company-issued mobile phone. Would you delete that stuff? Which contained emails and messages showing they had sent confidential materials to directors and shareholders of Off-Road Animal. So this is obviously a message thing. Ironman 4x4 made further complaints against Off-Road Animal about what were claimed to be false statements Off-Road Animal made regarding Ironman 4x4 products on social media, in which Off-Road Animal accused Ironman 4x4 of copying its artistic work. That's pretty nasty. And then you're just bagging them out as well. That's kind of mean, guys. Court documents showed social media posts in which Off-Road Animal said, among other things, these hacks just copy our product. They don't innovate at all. Stay clear. Justice O'Callaghan ordered by consent that Off-Road Animal be permanently restrained from falsely representing that. Ironman 4x4 copies the product of Off-Road Animal business. Ironman 4x4 does not innovate in its product development. The Ironman 4x4 raid bar is not compliant with Australian Design Rule 6. All of that was basically mandated that they had to remove it and retract that statement. Ironman 4x4 said in its press release, Off-Road Animal and former Ironman 4x4 employee agreed to the final court orders and were ordered to pay a total of $450,000 in cost and damages to Ironman 4x4. Ironman 4x4 Managing Director Tom Jacobs said he hoped the court action would serve as a warning to individuals and companies that flout confidential information and copyright laws. Speed to market is critical determinant of success in our industry, Mr. Jacobs said. This is why Ironman 4x4 invest in original product design. Ironman 4x4 intellectual property is at the very heart of its business. The CEO of Off-Road Animal, David Fitzpatrick, told the Good Auto News Premium that the former Ironman 4x4 engineer, while working as a competitor, transferred the files to the Off-Road Animal IT system. He said the contractor was let go when the files were revealed to not belong to him. Quote, he had files that we didn't know about and that he put on a computer here belonging to Ironman that we didn't even use. But we settled. So basically, we didn't want to go through the entire trial process. We basically settled with them, and part of the settlement was that we retracted our statement saying that they don't innovate, he said. End quote. In response to the inquiry from Go Auto News Premium, Ironman 4x4 said it disputes that OFFROAD Animal did not use its design, and said an example that OFFROAD Animal used Ironman 4x4 scan data in a promotional image for a bull bar for the next-gen Ford Ranger Wildtrak on the OFFROAD Animal Facebook page. And that's where the article finishes. So, firstly, sorry about stuttering. I'm not the best reader, but we got through it. My opinion on all of this so far. I've never personally been a fan of OFFROAD Animal gear. I don't really like the look of it. I don't really like their branding. I don't know enough about their business model, but from an outside point of view, who's someone who sort of looked at it but not really cared that much, it just seemed like cheap, nasty stuff to me personally. It's my personal opinion. Whether I'm right or not, I have no idea, but that's just my outside opinion of what the product is. I'm sure they've got some good stuff, but I never personally liked it. So keep my opinion with that in mind, because I'm already against them in the first place. From what they're saying, it sounds shonky as. For them to say, oh, did someone come across and they put some stuff on our computer and we didn't know about it, and then we fired them when we found out, but we've used the stuff, but we haven't used the stuff, but we've technically used the stuff. It just sounds like a cop-out, and they're trying to get away with it. Obviously, they haven't, because they've settled for $450,000. That's a lot of money. And I know someone personally who works at OFFROAD Animal. He's one of the warehouse managers there. He's a friend of mine. I like him. I haven't reached out to him for this because I don't want to upset him. So if you're watching, you know who you are if you're watching, I'm sorry. So for them to say that they didn't know about the product or the information that was being given to them sounds, from that article, like a bunch of crap. Because it said earlier in the article that there was text messages and emails sent to the directors about that information. So they clearly knew about it. So for me, it sounds like they're lying. It sounds like they're basically just trying to cover their own ass, and they didn't get away with it. Which, fair enough. Someone puts in a lot of effort to design and product development for any branding, whether that be Ironman 4x4 or Razzler or ARB or TJM or all of the other big brands, even the smaller brands out there. Everyone does their own R&D. They do their own development. It's just a part of the game. That's where the money is for those guys. That's what they have to spend it. Everyone goes, oh, what do you mean it's $3,500 for a bull bar? There's like $800 worth of metal there. Well, not even, like $300 worth of metal. It's that research and development where the real money is for the business. That's where their investment is. They'll spend $500,000 in some circumstances. By the time they go through the development, the testing, the approvals, the setting up of the jigs, the manufacturing lines, and then they finally get into manufacturing. And they might be 6-12 months deep into this by this stage, and they've made nothing from it. And if they get it wrong, or if something goes wrong at the end stages, all that money's lost. So all of a sudden that $500,000 might turn into $1 million. There's big money at play for these guys here. So for Ironman 4x4 to go after OFFROAD Animal, I fully understand it and I agree with it. Do it. Buddy, go more at it. I reckon if everyone just actually done the right thing and made their own damn product instead of trying to steal off everyone else's all the time, the world will be a better place. So, having said that, I don't like Ironman 4x4 either. I don't like their branding. I don't like the shape of their stuff. I'm just not a fan of it overall. But anyway, that's my thoughts of it. So, this is the brand new series. Hopefully you guys like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this subject. Is it right that Ironman 4x4 got ruled in their favour? Is it right that OFFROAD Animal had to pay? Do you think it's wrong? Am I wrong? Is OFFROAD Animal the world's best thing in the world and I'm just a knob for saying it's crap? I don't know. Chuck down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And I don't know when I'm going to see you next, but I'll see you next.